How to use a community for networking and collaboration. Hi guys, welcome. So what I want to do is I want to narrate a blog post that we created. You can find a link in the description. So this is all about how you can use a community, and you can use it for driving networking and collaboration events. So it's a really important one for you to be able to build out your community. So if you guys didn't know, Zenler has an inbuilt community. It's an enterprise level community and allows you to actually run your whole community on Zenler itself as a platform as part of our paid plans. If you want to check it out, go to zenler.co/free, where you can actually play around with it if you're on our pro or premium plan. Of course, you've got a 30-day money back guarantee, so you can test it out, and if you don't like it, you can always leave. But we know you will, and you'll stay and have access to all of the other features that Zenler offers you. So let's jump straight into this now. This is our blog post here. And we're going to move on, and I'm going to narrate this for you guys so you can listen to this if you're in the car and anywhere else where you can't actually read or take your hands off of what you're doing. So the workshop series explores building and engaging online communities, emphasizing network collaboration and leveraging platforms like Zenler for your community feature. Create an online community for powerful professional network in today's digital landscape. The question, how do I create an online community, has become increasingly relevant for businesses and entrepreneurs. Online communities have evolved into powerful hubs for networking, learning, and collaboration. This was evident in a recent workshop that I hosted, where participants from various parts of the world gathered to explore potential of communities for professional growth for their online businesses. We ran a workshop on this, and we got a lot of feedback and data from it. The core principles of professional networking in online communities. So what we need to do is, what is the core principle, the one core principle behind professional networking? So I want a one-word answer. So we had from our various guests: value, connection, learning, inspiration, and quite a few more connections. So after allowing participants to share their thoughts, the one core principle behind networking is actually relationship. So it's building a relationship between you and the other person. You're basically warming them up. Our preparation with any community is to warm people up, to make sales, to get them confident in what you're teaching. So this insight sets tones for the rest of the workshop, emphasizing that successful networking in an online community goes beyond mere connections. It's about fostering meaningful relationships. So what is a membership community? A membership community is a group of individuals who share common interests. And generally, this is because you have courses and it's in your niche, and people are interested in that niche and they want to be a part of it. So this is what this fostering networking relationship is all about. So professionals interests. So goal or professionals and interact regularly through dedicated online platforms. So that's the whole point. We're trying to get people in using this. So these communities often offer exclusive content, network opportunities, and collaborative spaces for their members. In the context of online learning and professional development, a membership community can be a powerful tool for knowledge sharing and, of course, career advancement. So if we're breaking down the geographical barriers with an online community as well, one of the most significant advantages of online communities is the ability to transcend geographical limitations. So like Zenler, for instance, we're worldwide, we cover everywhere. And the guys that we had in the workshop were from all places in the world, and with a community, you can access this as well. So the importance of a cultural awareness in online communities is also quite important. So as communities become more diverse, understanding and respecting cultural differences becomes crucial. So Kevin, in this case, shared an insightful anecdote about videographer he met who used different names in personal and professional settings due to his cultural background. So this story underscored the importance of approaching the cultural difference with curiosity and respect. So I have a little footnote here. I find that, and he was so pleased that I asked. I tell you, I spent 2 hours with him, and he was talking me through all of these names and all of the ways that it operates. And I'm like, mate, that is so great. I've learned something really valuable there because I had no idea. So this is something that is really important with the cultural differences, that you might even go to the extent of changing your name. Okay, it's not to hide or change the authenticity, but this just shows you how you can sort of reach out to different groups, you know, around the world, different, maybe different religion sets, all these things, they all play a part in what you're doing. Okay, so being aware of this, I think, is really important. I think that's the keynote message here, is being aware of these things. It's like, if you are from the West and you're celebrating things like Christmas or Easter, maybe some cultural countries are celebrating something else, and maybe you should be tapping into that as well and using that to actually reach and connect with the audience that is all over the world. So it's a really important aspect of this. And I think in this workshop, we really delved into deep the understanding of everything that goes on based on our research, based on talking to our members and these sort of things. So also, like, overcoming shyness and hesitation in an online community. Building a thriving community isn't just about bringing people together. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable participating. The workshop that we ran addressed this challenge as well. So Sophia shared she's introverted. It took her 3 years to start to even just come to lives. So with a community, because people are typing, they're not in front of the camera, it also opens that side of things for people. They feel more like they want to comment on these things. So it's really, really important that there's a safe place for people. And I think that's what communities does as well. Okay. So it's a very good thing. That's why you tend to find that if you're running a live with a one-to-one, those people are different, totally different as to when they come into a group environment. And it's just because of their unconfidence. But when they're with you on a one-to-one, then they feel they can ask anything. Maybe in some circumstances they feel that if they ask that question, it's stupid, it's simple, it shouldn't be asked. So they hold back. But on a one-to-one, they'll actually tell you these things. It's kind of weird, but it's just how people's mind works. So let's move on to the role of communities in business growth. So as this workshop progressed, it became clear that a well-managed online community can be a powerful asset for business growth. So Steve Gillis shared an exciting perspective on leveraging communities, which I'm going to share with you now. So Steve's one of our members. He's a super cool guy, and he loves our platform Zenler. So I can see so many communities with communities. So a lot of us think of free communities, but you could actually run paid communities. And the way I'm looking at it right now is with my lead magnets, I'll drive people to my free community, and then I'll say, by the way, if you want access to my workshops, etc., you can get it for a monthly fee, which you could throw into a closed community. Okay, you can do all this in Zenler, so that's why I'm saying it to you now. If you're using another platform and you can't do it, then come across to Zenler, because we can. This insight opened up discussions on monetization strategies and the potential for creating tiered community structures to cater for different members' needs and engagement level. So it's very, very interesting on that side of things. By the way, I think I'm going to put a link into this blog post going to that actual recording of when we did that, because then you guys can actually watch all the discussion points that were mentioned within the blog itself. So Zenler, a platform with built-in communities features. So for those of you who are wondering how to create an online community without hassle of integrating multiple tools, Zenler offers the solution. So I also hinted upcoming developments. Some of these have actually taken place. So we've mentioned it many times with different points about the community coming in, and we will have the new communities coming out inside Zenler. So it's actually already out. This was done before our communities feature came in, but it's amazing. So we've done other blog posts on this. You can read about it in our blog site at newzenler.com/blog. And the link will be in the description, guys, with the link to this article as well. So with Zenler, which has a free community built in, course creators and communities managers can seamlessly integrate their learning content with community features, providing a comprehensive experience for their members. As the workshop came to a close, participants were buzzing with ideas and insights. The foundation has been laid for understanding the power of professional networks within online communities and the potential of platforms like Zenler to facilitate these connections. So what we're doing here is, I think, if you think about it, I think that the professional networking side, if you look at a social site like LinkedIn, for instance, which is all about professional networking, there's no reason why on your own Zenler community you can't create a similar structure for professional networking instead of just running it as a normal community. And I think that's a big way, and the whole workshop that we ran was really a to and fro between ideas that were coming out and how you can develop a community to not only monetize it but to also create growth within there as well. And that was a real key part of the workshop, focusing on the potential or the unlimited possibilities of you running your workshops on a platform like Zenler. So we then moved on to strategies for fostering engagement and collaboration in your online community. So building on foundations laid out already, this section delves deeper into the practical strategies for fostering engagement, collaboration within your online community. So I show how to set all the community up using Zenler. So, but we want to talk to icebreakers and introductions. So key to building a membership community. One of the key challenges in any online community is helping members get to know one another. So Kevin actually emphasized the importance of icebreakers and introductions, especially for new members. So it's really important that you think about that. And he actually quoted, if you're thinking about building a community and you're not quite sure what to do in it or how to progress it, that's actually quite a nice way of doing it. Thinking of maybe every couple of weeks putting some form of icebreaker in there and giving an example. So let's have a look, like some ideas for icebreakers: introductory posts for new members, regular polls and opinion surveys can be really good. Share your workspace challenges. So 2 truths and a lie games. So you can use games in there as well as kind of icebreakers to get members to engage. All you want is that first bit of engagement, and you get that engagement and you follow up and you answer those people, you're then having a conversation, and then people are more likely to engage more, and then hopefully others will engage with each other, and it almost becomes self-propagating. It becomes a community where people are helping each other, and you can literally sit back a little bit, okay, and just bring out what you're going to do next. So it can almost self-manage itself when you get to this critical mass point with your members. And I think critical mass is about 100 members. And that, as soon as you hit that 100 members, then you get this critical mass of people, then talking with each other, and then it can drive itself. So there's always a critical mass. You might get 5 people in, start talking with each other, and that can spur other people to come in. So theme discussions and events. So keeping your online community engaged. So some ideas here to keep people engaged within your community. So keeping the community engaged and fostering meaningful conversations. You need to create certain spark of a discussion or a collaboration, such as encouraging knowledge sharing. So encourage the people to share their success stories or any knowledge they have on a particular subject. Challenging misconceptions in your field. This is always a good one to do as well. Okay, keeping members up to date with the industry trends as well, and of course anything that you're doing. So join there. So Kevin humorously added, if you want to get people talking, I've got to do this. This is one of my groups where pop-ups are brilliant. So doing little pop-ups, like coming live in there. Now inside Zenler, at the moment we don't live stream directly into the Zenler community. However, using YouTube, you can live stream straight into a Zenler community, and it's very easy to do. So, and plus you've got the benefit of your live streaming on YouTube as well, which is an added benefit. So, skill sharing initiatives, leveraging collective knowledge in your online community. So to foster this kind of skill sharing in your online community, you can do things like create dedicated threads or channels for tips and tricks. You can highlight member contributions in newsletters or featured posts, organize skill sharing workshops or webinars led by community members. We do that here at Zenler. We have had many of our users go and run workshops, and we host and look after them, and they run the workshop. So it's a very good way to get this collaboration going, for sure. Collaboration challenges and competition, fostering teamwork in your online community. So you can do things like this by, you can create mini challenges, you can do post a selfie day, that kind of thing. For your office, you can literally go in and say, right, you've got to take it as soon as you see this post. So you can give people like a straight away a call to action. So it's like, as soon as you see the post, take a picture of yourself, however you look, and post it. So you can do these kind of things as well. And that's quite good. So these activities can serve multiple purposes in your membership community, increasing engagement and participation, helping members connect with one another on a more personal level, providing valuable insights for community managers as well. So lots of these things you can do. You can actually drive data off the back of it, which is also good for you. I would say when you're thinking about these things, think of what's going to happen. So whenever you're posting something, try and think of the outcome. It might be you're doing a poll, but don't just make a poll up. Make a poll based on what you need to know as a data source, because this will help you then. You might say, what's your biggest struggles as a course creator? And we know one of the big top ones here is marketing. So, but we only know that because we've asked people, okay? Because it's very hard. I mean, like, for instance, like on a marketing background, that wouldn't be what I would say because you already have that skill level. So you want to get the majority of people saying what are their pain points so that you can then address those as we do here at Zenler. So one of the most significant challenges in managing an online community is encouraging participation. I think this is really important one. So you've got hesitant and introverted members that might just want to watch and not actually take part. And your whole goal is to get those people to take part in what you're doing. So I think that's a really important one as well. We've already talked about the cultural differences in global online community. So you can do things to counter that, like rotating events that you're doing in different time zones, providing recordings and summaries for those who can't attend live, being mindful of cultural differences in community styles and expectations. So this again is a very, very important one. Technology as well. We need to look at that. Zenler's free community feature. So the workshop also touched on the importance of choosing the right tools, platforms for your online community. So as we already mentioned, Zenler's got the whole enterprise level community built into it. That is a technical feature that we added into the platform that took over a year's worth of development to get it in. So we making sure that we're using the latest and greatest technologies to have that to use. So when you're looking at platforms, see that they're able to do exactly what you want them to do before you take it on. Okay, so that's not just with Zenler, that's with any platform. You need to be making sure you're doing your research rather than straight away signing up or subscribing. You need to be asking questions before, and that's why we've got our Facebook group for you guys to do that as well. So inside the article itself, we've got some advanced strategies for growth and engagement, and there's several sections in here, leveraging user-generated content, for instance, create dedicated spaces for members to share their tips and tricks and solutions, highlight exceptional contributions in newsletters or featured posts, encourage members to create tutorials or guides for other fellow members. These are all ways that you can push that engagement and get people to start interacting with each other, okay? So you can also have tiered communities as well inside of Zenler. You can use this in various ways to separate out your community members based on whatever the criteria is. Might be a VIP member, might be a public member coming in. So we got quite a lot on fostering cultural understandings within this blog post, and it's definitely worth you looking at those as well. So next thing I want to talk about here is leveraging AI for community management. So this is an innovative approach to repurposing community engagement. So let's have a, I mentioned here, when you come, yeah, so like for instance, when we create a live workshop, we generally take the transcript into an AI application and we convert it into a blog, or we put out information from that transcript using AI. And of course, you can use this even with posts that are being put in. So if you've got a post in a community, you can start to copy and paste all of those posts, questions, and those sort of things. And you can put that into AI and you can start it to work on doing a little bit of data analysis or data mining on the information that you've put in there. And you can literally almost put it in at random. And this can be a really good way to add posts. So you can say, based off of this, what would be a good poll? These are the last 30 questions or posts that were put into my community. What would be a good poll based on what members have already talked about? And literally AI can produce a poll for you that you can then share with your community. So it's really powerful. AI can be used as an amazing tool for doing this stuff for you very, very quickly. So have a look at the post, guys. There's still a lot more content on here. We got a ton of things on leveraging Zenler's free the community feature. We got things on balancing structure and organic growth. We covered so much in this workshop. Cultivating community champions as well. So this is recognizing people with badges, these kind of things, making them group experts. Measuring the success and the long-term sustainability of your online community as well. So as we conclude, the comprehensive exploration of how to create an online community for network and collaboration is crucial to discuss how to measure the success at your efforts and ensure the long-term sustainability of your community. Now, this is how you can do this is, again, you need to think a little bit about it, but you need to make sure that you're using maybe links. If you're putting links into a community, they are unique links that can be tracked so that you know the sales that you're doing or creating through managing your community. And to know whether you're spending all of your time on a community and you're not actually getting the rewards back, you might need to take a new approach on it. So having a look at those sort of things is really important. So I think you're starting to understand it's not just a case of I set up a community and there you go. There's so much more within a community that you can do and that you should do going forwards. And at any point in time, you can change, you can add these things in. So it doesn't have to be overwhelming for you when you set up your own community. You can use AI as well if you're completely stuck, because lots of people get this blank thing where they just go, okay, so I set my community up. What should be my first post? Then ask AI, say, look, I've just set up a community in this niche. What would be a good introduction post going into it? Okay. One thing I would say to you is set your group rules right from the very start. Okay. Make that featured, set your group rules as one of your first posts go in there, and then start doing an introduction post to people. Telling them what you would like the community to be is a nice way to do it. So regular member surveys, you should be doing this. You may be A/B testing certain graphics to see how many click-throughs come in on different graphics. You want an adaptive content strategy, so you want to be able to adapt to people's need. Encourage members-led initiatives as well. Like, what do you guys think? What would you like to see? Does any of you want to talk about this as a subject? What is your experience? And of course, you know, audits on what you're doing with the community as well. So as long as you do that, that'll be fine. Go and check the blog post out. We've got a lot more information inside here about different parts of a community and how you can grow it. There's just a ton. We've got loads in here. So we've got about repurposing content, leveraging technology for the community, ensuring long-term sustainability of your online community. There's a lot more information within here that you can pick out and use. And remember, guys, you can always say grab all this content, take it into ChatGPT, and say, give me the takeaway points of this blog that I've got here. So if I do that now, I'm just going to do that for you because I think it'll be a fun way to end this little blog, this little vlog about a blog about a blog. Okay, so I'm just scrolling down. I've got the shift key selected, and I'm just going to grab this content and take it into Perplexity. Okay, that's the AI tool that I use. I'm going to come into here and I'm going to go, give me the key takeaway points, colon, paste that content in and get it to deliver. So here we go. I'm doing something really quick here. So it's giving me the key points here about each of the points inside the blog. You see how quick that is, you know, key takeaway points, the importance of an online community. So it's saying a power hub for networking, transcends geographic barriers, core principles of networking, fundamental principles, professional networking, characteristics of membership community. Membership communities unite individuals, offer exclusive content, strategies for fostering engagement, icebreakers, introductions, theme discussions and events, skill sharing initiatives, collaborative challenges, overcoming challenges in the community, address shyness by creating a safe space, manage time zones for cultural differences, monetizing opportunities, consider tiered communities, free and paid option. Paid communities can offer premium workshops, leveraging technology, platforms like Zenler, Simply Community, integrating with community features, upcoming Zenler updates, promise enhancements. So advanced strategies for growth, user generated content, community champions, feedback mechanisms, AI integrations, measuring success, track metrics like engagement rates, member growth, content performance, sustainability tips, cultivate leaders within your community, diversify engagement opportunities, maintain a positive culture and evolving offering based on members' needs. In a nutshell, AI has just summed up that 5,000 word blog post for you. So this is the way that you can use AI to help you with this sort of stuff. So guys, check the link out, visit the blog, and I'll see you soon for another blog on a blog.